Hello everybody and welcome back again to Triple R and another episode with our long-awaited P1. Now today is probably the most exciting day for us with this car, and the reason I say that is because obviously all of the hard work is really starting to come together now, and it is, well, in terms of cars and what you do, it's beautiful to see it at this stage. And we're now at a point where for the very first time we are ready to roll it out of the unit. We're going to try it around the yard where our storage facility is and just basically run it under its own steam, which to be fair we have never done since day one, since we got the car. Obviously originally, if you look back to the first video, the car had been stood on the lad's drive for I think it was 8 or 9 years, so naturally with the engine in mind and obviously us knowing what happens when cars are stood that long, we didn't really want to run it and drive it, so we've never done that. But obviously going as far as we have now, as you all know from watching the previous videos, we've refreshed everything, so we're literally going to roll it out onto the tarmac or concrete, if you like, for the very first time today. And this will be the first time that the car has seen light under its own steam since this build got underway a year and a half ago. So fingers crossed, we're going to start it up now, we're going to roll it out, and I'm not even going to hit any boost. I'm just going to roll it around the yard, see how she feels. I know the engine's running very well. Behind the scenes, we've done a lot of testing, looking and making sure this engine's going to be great. So there's no doubt in my mind with the way that we've built this car, it's going to be absolutely awesome when I pull it out of here. But yes, today is a great video for us, and it's a point we've been looking to get towards for quite a long time since the start of the build. It's a point at one point that I thought we were never ever going to reach. So yeah, it's quite exciting. Today is the day the Subaru rolls out of the unit for the first time on its own steam. So let's get to it and we'll see how she goes. So I'm going to start with this shot because this is definitely my favourite view of the P1. I always loved these as a kid, and when I look at it now, it's as good as any other one that I've ever seen. Obviously, it has took a long time to get us to this point, and with regards to the build, I actually can't take any credit for it whatsoever. This is all Dave's own work. Dave obviously is a business partner at Triple R, and the time I've watched him spend on this is no joke. In terms of man hours, we maybe should have made it a little bit more interesting and kept track on how many hours we've actually spent building this car. I don't even know roughly where I would like to hazard a guess of the time, but obviously it's took us a year and a half on and off to get this car together and to get it to this point. And obviously, as previously said, it's a very proud moment for us to be able to stand and look at it in that kind of condition today. From what we started with to where we are now, it was a point where, I don't know, you get a vision in your head about how you want a car to turn out, and looking at it now, it's every bit of what I wanted it to be and what I expected it to be. But it's just hard to see that kind of vision, that image, when you start with something that's, well, it's rough and tired and been stood on a driveway rotten for 8 or 9 years, and you just think, is it ever going to end? So to see it in this kind of light today, it's definitely made me a little bit happier than I was this morning. But yes, Dave, hats off to you at Triple R. What an amazing job he has done with the P1. We'll just get a little bit closer. What a car. This won't be as long as many other videos that we've done. I just want to show everybody the car and what it was looking like out in the light for the first time in a long time. So that concludes today, a shorter video than what we are usually doing. We normally try to get stuff in 10 to 11 minutes, but obviously today I am quite impatient. I was excited when I realised the car was obviously turnkey, ready to go and drive out the unit for the first time in a long time. Most importantly, I hope everybody likes what they see. We are very proud of obviously what we've achieved here. What we're going to do is with the next clip or next video, if you like, we're going to roll into the MOT. Obviously, if this thing doesn't get a clean pass, then there's definitely something wrong. Just driving it there, what I can tell you is everything's brand new, everything's tight, the pushes are still a little bit squeaky. They're going to obviously bed in over time. We'll get the four-wheel laser alignment done and we'll also get the detail done. But that's it for today. Thanks for Triple R and stay tuned.